So when we look at the companies that apply, the first pass is we're looking at, is there enough of a business idea here that there's something to work with? And so we can very easily weed out about a third of them in that there's no traction. It even signs in the application when we ask about what they're building and they say, we will build or we are going to, that's very different from we have built, we have an audience, we have customers. So we're looking for people who've already proven some product market fit. So we can quickly eliminate about a third of the applications. We can also quickly, probably the top 5%, we can quickly identify as, wow, we want to learn more. The hard part is that big, fat middle, because we don't want to miss the great opportunities. It's very expensive if you miss the next Facebook or Google, right? So we want to make sure we're very thorough. So we're looking, primarily when we're looking at the applications, we're looking at the business model itself, and we are looking at the backgrounds, the things you can learn on paper about the entrepreneurs, right? So we look at their resumes, their LinkedIn, what they've accomplished in the past. And while we're digging in a little bit on the business model, we're really digging in on the entrepreneur. Because at the end of the day, if you have a great entrepreneur with even a mediocre business idea, he or she will see that it's a mediocre idea and pivot to something way better. And so we're looking for the best entrepreneurs. So we rank order those by, after we've interviewed them, we rank order them by business idea. We picked the 24 that we thought, wow, we could make something out of any of these. And then in the final interview, we're really digging in on the people. And it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but we almost resort that top 24 list by quality of entrepreneur and take the top 10 entrepreneurs, because that, in the end, is what makes great businesses, is great entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs need to be tenacious and stubborn and driven, but yet to be successful in Techstars, in a program like this, you also need to be coachable. And those two are in tension. And so the people who are a lot of times the best going through our program have the right balance between that tenacity and coachability. I'll give you as an example, Steve Jobs, who most people have varying opinions about him, but almost everybody would say he was a great entrepreneur. But could you picture how miserable Steve Jobs would have been for 12 weeks having people tell him what to do? Right? He wouldn't have been a good personality to go through our program. He isn't coachable. Well, just because someone didn't get accepted into Techstars doesn't mean that they're not a great entrepreneur. We're looking for that balance between people who are driven and tenacious and people who are going to be coachable and open to that coaching and change. Because what we're trying to do is help accelerate their progress. If they're too tenacious and stubborn, they probably will only go down their own path and they won't get much benefit from a program like ours. By the way, on the other hand, we've also had some entrepreneurs who were too coachable, and what happens is we have so many mentors coming in here. We have a phenomenon we refer to as mentor whiplash, which is you get told to go left and right and up and down and backwards and forwards. And we've literally had a couple of entrepreneurs that were so coachable that they followed every which way they were told to go and ended up going nowhere. So you need that right balance to be able to take the input you get from all of these mentors, form your own vision, and see what the straight path is for you going forward. We're still looking for those same core elements. We're looking for, great entrepreneurs who are tackling a big problem, have some differentiation, some product market fit, and some traction.